The bell rang through Jefferson High like a thunderclap, but no one noticed the girl walking through the crowd. Elora moved like a shadow, silent and forgotten. To most students, she was just that transfer kid. The one who always sat in the back, hoodie up, headphones in. But behind those guarded eyes was a storm no one had seen. Not yet was a Friday afternoon when everything bowled over. The corridors were buzzing with excitement. Football playoffs were around the corner, and the school's star players were untouchable. They knew it. And they flaunted it. Alara was heading to her locker when she heard them first. Mocking laughter, slamming lockers, footsteps behind her that didn't feel friendly. She kept her head down. But then came the shove. Her back hit the locker hard enough to rattle the metal. 3 towering football players stood in front of her. Derek, Mason, and Cole, the Golden Boys. Jerseys still on, mud streaked and sweaty. As if even their filth was a badge of honor. "Hey, quiet girl," Derek sneered. "Why so serious? We just want to say hi." She didn't flinch. She just stared. Mason stepped closer. "What's under the hoodie? Hiding a hickey or something?" They laughed, high-fiving like they'd just won a touchdown. Then Cole slammed his hand beside her head. "Or maybe she's just scared." That's when something snapped. Alara's eyes didn't show fear, they showed calculation. She didn't scream, she didn't beg, she moved. In one fluid motion, she drove her knee up, hard and fast, right into Derek's groin. The breath left his lungs in a choked gasp as he crumpled like a sack of bricks. Mason lunged forward, but Alara spun, grabbed his arm, and used his momentum to slam him into the lockers. The clang echoed through the hallway like a warning bell. Cole hesitated. That half-second of fear was all she needed. She pivoted again, low stance, precise, and swept his legs out from under him. He hit the ground with a thud. Stunned and wide-eyed. Dead silence followed. Then came the screams. Teachers rushed in, students stared, phones were already recording. The untouchable football stars were on the floor, groaning in pain, their egos shattered. Alara stood there, calm, eyes locked on Derek, still writhing in agony. She looked at the teacher who finally arrived, breathless and confused. "They tried to corner me, I defended myself." Her voice was steady. Unapologetic. The school exploded with rumors over the weekend. Some said she was a black belt. Others swore she was ex-military. But no one knew the truth, not really. Elora had grown up in a neighborhood where fear could get you killed. Her older brother Kai had taught her self-defense from the age of 7. "You don't fight unless you have to," he used to say. "But if you do, end it fast." When Kai died in a street fight trying to protect someone else, Alara made a vow, she wouldn't be a victim, not ever. Back at Jefferson High, Monday came with tension hanging in the air like fog. The football trio was suspended indefinitely. Derek's injury was more serious than expected. Torn muscles, bruised pride, and a medical note that said, for the season, he'd never play again. Some students whispered she'd ruined everything. Others secretly cheered her on. But something had shifted. People who once ignored Alara started sitting next to her. A girl from her math class brought her a coffee. A freshman asked her to teach her how to punch. Alara didn't ask for fame, she only wanted peace. Still, in a school where silence once made her invisible, her voice now echoed. She joined the self-defense club, became its youngest instructor. Told her story to a group of girls who'd been harassed. Helped them stand taller, walk stronger, and slowly, she learned that healing didn't just come from striking back, it came from reaching out. Alara didn't want revenge. She wanted change, and she became that change. Because courage isn't loud, it doesn't always roar. Sometimes it stands up when no one else does, tinds its feet, and reminds the world, "I won't be broken." And from that day forward, Jefferson High knew, no one would ever pin Alara against the lockers again, not without consequences.